Hey, Jays win 3-1 over the Houston Astros. Whew. What a game. Just a great game. But once again, strikeouts through the roof. I think the Jays had what? It's like 15 strikeouts this game or something. It was unreal. It was really weird. And it seems to be a reoccurring theme over the past few games at least. I don't know if it's like they've been saying about the lighting being a weird issue, the batter's box being rock solid. That's weird. It's very weird, but nonetheless, they win 3-1. 3 solo home runs, just like yesterday, 2 solo home runs to win the ball game. How about we get some manufactured runs, maybe a double to the gap, or an RBI single, or a sac fly? How about we do that tomorrow? Nonetheless, Bautista goes deep. Donaldson takes 2 to the opposite field deep, and Marco Estrada. Whew. Back issues? Doesn't look like it to me. Goes 7 innings, giving up 4 hits, 1 run, no walks, and 7 strikeouts. He was lights out. He gave up the leadoff double to George Springer, and really nothing else for the first 4 or 5 innings, and that was really about it. I mean, he was locked in from there. Then had a couple issues, but you know what? Overall, he pitched unbelievable 7 stellar innings, and it was just a great game to watch from a pitching standpoint by the Blue Jays, as it has been the past 3 games with Stroman and Dickey, and now Estrada. It's good to see. We just wish they weren't so close because they're so dang stressful. But now we got to talk about the 8th inning, because, man, that was a weird one. That was a weird inning. So, it was one of those innings where it's like everything kind of just goes south for a second, and you're like, oh, okay, guys, how about we find ourselves now? How about that? So, I'm going to break it down each time. So, Jake Marisnick doubles down the line, kind of really late on the fastball from Joe Biagini, who comes in to pitch, and pulls it down the first baseline past Edwin. Rounds first, heads to second. I'm not sure why Bautista didn't even try to throw it to second, really. I mean, he just gave one of those. I'm like, what? You actually had a chance at him. It didn't even look like he gave any effort whatsoever there. I don't know if he didn't think he'd turn for 2 and then put his head up and he's already halfway there and he didn't want to, he thought, no, and there's no chance. Nonetheless, double for Marisnick to start off the inning, and you're thinking, oh boy. All right. Then a ground ball to Darren Barney at short, flips it to Travis because Marisnick's way too far off second base. Devin Travis drops the ball. So now there's 2 on. Nobody out for Marwin Gonzalez, who drops a beautiful bunt down. Joe Biagini makes a great play to get him out, barely, but he did get him. So there's 1 out, runners at second and third for Jose Altuve. So they're setting up to call ball 4, to intentionally walk Altuve, which makes sense. And then I hear Gibby comes running out, and that right there, like not that he's coming out to talk, that he ran out. I'm like, no, wait, what? Okay. Is there a video of that? We've never seen the guy actually run out anywhere, so I'd be interested to see it. Nonetheless, he comes out and talks to Biagini. They go back. They're going to pitch to Altuve. Huh. Okay, let's see what happens. Altuve, I don't know if he slipped or if he just didn't get a good grip or what. Flies out to Bautista. Bautista gets the ball in quick, throws it home. No one scores. So that everyone breathe now. Altuve is out and nobody scored. But you got Carlos Correa up. 1, 2, 3, strike 3, he's gone. It was a low pitch, it was a borderline pitch, but nonetheless, it's a close pitch. You got to swing. You got to take a hack at that pitch. Strikes him out. You can see Biagini get fired up on the mound. Martin behind the plate, give him the old glove slap. He's fired up too. Just a great job by Joe Biagini to keep his composure. When Gibbons comes out and changes the plans on him, he does well. He settles down and gets the 2 guys out and just get out of it, no runs. And then Roberto Osuna comes out in the 9th. 1, 2, 3, 7 pitches to get out of the 9th. And I think that is huge. For Roberto Osuna to pitch only 7 pitches in that inning, I think, that really, really helps him. Because he pitched a lot a little while ago. Like, a lot. And then he had the day off yesterday, and now he's in. So it's like, you got to keep him light. And he throws 7 pitches to get the save. Good. That was perfect. They used Biagini and Osuna. Perfect. Grilli had the day of rest, but Benoit's had a couple days. Cecil's had a couple days, I'm pretty sure. They're all getting some rest now because the starters have been doing very, very well. So, but you know what? It was a great game overall, and I want to tip my cap to Devin Travis. You were in yesterday's video, we were saying you're the only guy with good at bats tonight, and you were looking the best out of everybody. He goes 0 for 5 and makes 2 errors and strikes out twice. You're gonna have those type of games, kid. It's gonna happen, and that was one of yours. We don't want to see it again, but it's gonna happen. Nothing wrong with that. All right. So, talked about the game. Love it. Get the W. Now, Baltimore won. We know that, so we're still a game behind them, but we're holding spot. We're holding 2 of them right there. At the very moment, when people see this video, they'll know the result, but as of right now, it's the 4th inning. Seattle leads Boston 1-0. Good stuff. Jays could go up 2 games on the Red Sox, and they'd be 3 back of Baltimore, which would be perfect. Now, let's talk about tomorrow's game, the finale of this series. And I think a really big game for this team, because for one, it's the finale. 2, you can win the series, or you could split it 2-2. And winning it 3-1 or tying it 2-2, you really, really want that series win, right? So, J.A Happ's going to the mound. He's been pitching just absolutely amazing lately. Let's look at his last few starts. Yeah, his last 2 against Seattle, he went 6 innings, 1 hit. No runs. He did walk 4, but he only had 1 hit, so it's not going to hurt you. And against Baltimore, 7 innings, 3 hits, 1 run, 11 strikeouts, just dominant in those last 2. Against Mike Fiers, the right-hander, not a great year. I can't pick it. No. 7-4, a good record though, with a 4.42 ERA, not that great. So it's a very winnable ball game. J.A Happ, if he can continue the good starting pitching, that's going to be very interesting. Because, the starters have been great this year. If he can continue that and help us get this series win, that'll be great. That'll be fantastic. Quickly before we end the video, so Aaron Sanchez was supposed to start Friday, and Lariano was supposed to pitch on Saturday. They've switched. So now Lariano is going to be pitching Friday night in Kansas City in his debut as a Blue Jay, and then Sanchez is going to be taking the Saturday game. So, just a little heads up there for some people. And also there's been speculation, it's not done yet. So is Sanchez going back to the pen? I'm going to leave that question with you guys because people have seen that, Gibbons said today, well, it's not done yet, right? So, they're playing with their heads. It's hurting my head, but I love it. It's fun to talk about. Let me know in the comments, what do you think they're going to do with Sanchez? Maybe not just this year, maybe in the upcoming years. Let me know what you guys think. So that's going to do it for this one. If you liked it, hit that thumbs up button. Shows me some love. Hit the subscribe button. And we'll talk to you guys tomorrow night about hopefully a series win and going into Kansas City on a high note. We'll talk to you guys after the ball game.